Hi everybody, I'm Corey. I'm the Dungeon Master for Opportunity Roll. For most of you know, lately I've been pretty sick, and it's been on and off. We just recently found out that we've been helping a lot of the symptoms, but not actually curing what's going on. Good news, though, is I just finally went to a doctor. Things are doing good, but the reason why this episode is going to be late is because I found myself on a nebulizer in the doctor's office, struggling to breathe, shortness of breath. It just hasn't been a great time, so I appreciate all of you guys being patient for this episode and really sticking with us. Be sure to like and subscribe. It really does help us out, and it makes all this worth it. All of it. All the extra hours, being sick, pushing through episodes. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you at the next episode. Hi everybody, I'm Corey. I'm the Dungeon Master for Opportunity Roll, and I'm here with Group 2 again and our guest. Say hi everybody.
Heyo!
Hi.
Hello. Let's go ahead and introduce everybody. Let's go up the line this time. Let's start with Tangled.
Hi, I'm TangledinBlue, or Laura. I play Mila, the elven sorcerer of wild magic.
Samuel.
Hi, I'm Samael, also known as Jonathan, and I'll be playing Lynn, the half-drow bard of whispers.
Gunny.
Hi, I'm Gunny, and I played Tensel Lostrith, the elven barbarian.
Dom.
Hi, I'm Dom. I play Khalees, the Gith Druid, who doesn't know what mess he's gotten himself into.
And Blue.
Hello, I'm Blue. I play Zachariah Talor, the human warlock. And yeah, I'm the one who brought him in.
Yeah, sorry man, you're stuck with us.
So last time we played, it was before Christmas. How'd you guys' Christmas go?
Great.
It was pretty good.
That was nice.
I lost my gift.
Wait, you lost it?
Yeah,
How did you lose your gift?
it fell into the emergency brake.
Oh shit!
Is there
What
any
was it?
hopes of getting it back eventually?
Fuck no.
Magnet on a string, yo. Magnet
Now
on
I
a
have
string.
one. Now I have a half an AirPod, and no, it won't.
Oh no!
Oh no.
That's why I don't like those AirPods. It's so easy to lose.
Oh fuck.
It's fine. It's just $60 at the mall.
Ah!
Oh, you know.
That's just
$60.
Right.
Oh, God.
It's a
Just some
shame.
throwing away money.
I got a new computer, so my computer isn't gonna die.
Yay!
Nice.
It is actually way more powerful than my last one, and it's really great for editing.
It's kind of super cool looking.
Good.
No Y2 death.
Oh, God.
Sitting it side by side, the one computer that I used from like 2008 is twice the size of the computer for the Omen that we bought.
Oh, my God.
Sweet
That's
mercy.
wow.
See what parts you can harvest and
Destroy the rest.
I think I'm going to keep it for a backup computer.
that's
Also
also
is a
that's
good-
a very good option.
Either keep it or destroy it. Never just give yourself away for computers.
Yeah.
Oh hell no! At least take out the hard drive. Everyone, if you're gonna get rid of a computer, get rid of the hard drive first. Take it for yourself, and then do whatever.
So, let's get back into the story. Last time we left off, you guys were able to procure yourself a ride. You were able to find a path that could potentially get you to Bravool, hopefully in time. You started out of the road on Croca, heading up north towards Bravool, and there might be a stop along the way, thanks to Khalif, this gentleman who seems to have information on a way that might benefit Zachariah in getting his foot back. And I think when we last left off, you guys were about ready to sit down around a fire and get some information, because you guys have been wondering things. I know Zachariah wanted to ask more questions, and Lynn was concerned about the situation.
So, if no one else, Zachariah would at some point pull Flora aside to go speak with her privately.
Okay.
She seemed a little bit on the tired side, but she'll happily walk over. And what's wrong?
We need to talk.
Okay.
So, before we met, what exactly were you doing in Croca?
I was mostly trying to see what it was like to be a human. But I also knew something didn't smell right about the place. It's hard to say. It was this dingy smell. It was just necrotic, and yet it was... I can't explain it. It was just gross. And it wasn't usual for the area. And when this black dragon showed up and said that if I traded him a scroll for my home, then I could go and take a look at it without getting attacked.
Scroll.
Yeah. He showed up with a scroll of it's polymorph, and so I learned it.
You learned it.
Mm-hmm. Then I cast it, and I became a human.
Okay.
I've tried casting it. I don't remember it. And I don't feel like I felt as a dragon.
What do you mean?
I think the resurrection made me human completely.
Okay. It's... I don't know, that is worrisome. Have you tested any of your abilities? Have you tried practicing, shifting?
Well, I tried casting the spell. I got the first 3 arcane words right, and then it went blank. And I couldn't remember any of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that is something. Knowing the words in general, that is progress. It's definitely not complete sealing of magic.
I mean, if he would be willing to help us, there's an orb in my treasure room that could help me recall a spell that I've cast. Maybe. I don't know if the resurrection mess with that either.
Maybe. Well, we'll focus on that later, but for now, try to be careful, okay? If this is true and you are human, things are going to be things are going to be very difficult. Because, to be honest, especially with where we're going to, if anyone recognizes you with this form, if you've ever used this form before and been found out.
No. Up until Croca, I'd always been a dragon.
Well, the people in Croca, at least some of them may know you, may recognize you. I don't believe Zachariah ever saw, like there was a statue being made. I remember hearing about that out of character, but I don't remember if it was ever A, finished, or B, if Zachariah even gone near to see.
No, it definitely wasn't finished. That could take upward
Yeah.
of another 2 to 3 months to carve. But they did definitely said you did definitely find out that they were putting or resurrecting a statue.
Did I ever see if they're making either a dragon or was it a humanoid?
No.
Would I have seen that? Okay, so I wouldn't know if they know Flora's form or not.
At this point, we don't know if they recognize her as a dragon or a human.
Mm-hmm.
Word probably might have gone out that a dragon was involved, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, still, regardless, there might be a chance that people might recognize you and be foolish enough to think that and not believe that you're human now. And if they find out you are or used to be a dragon, they will try to kill you.
Okay. Hush hush on the thing. It's okay. It's not much different than what my race normally does. And heck, the only reason we're even talking about it is because you brought me back to life.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, by the way.
Definitely, when she brought it up, Zachariah kind of looking a little off, kind of saddened, just the reminder, and this awkwardness of talking to someone who's been dead. You're welcome. How are you, by the way?
I'm sore. My throat feels like it's on fire most of the time, but it's going away. Something was definitely wrong, but I think the spell took care of it.
All right.
How about you with the... And then she'll look down at the foot.
Honestly, it's hard. It's hard to be so limited. Especially at the one point where I want to be there for everyone. This is the one point I don't want to be a burden, and I'm the most burdensome I've been in a long time.
Mm-hmm. I don't think you'll let it push you back. You've never been the one to listen to anything that anybody else has to say. At least when it tells you that you can't do something.
Yeah. That was beaten into me from the beginning. Yeah. Well, I will say this then. If danger does come our way, please be safe. I know I've said this, but I would do it all over again, but I don't believe I can do that all over again.
I know. I guess I need to find a weapon.
I think we can find something.
Bow might be good. It's distance.
Well, maybe we'll find something. We can... I don't know. I'll talk to Cole. See what we can scrounge up.
And she'll smile, and if you allow her, she'll kind of give you that normal peck on the cheek that she usually does.
I think, Zachariah will allow it. Just kind of very, not into it completely, but allowed her.
Okay.
He's very in the middle, in this awkward kind of middle.
Well, she might take notice a little bit, but she's not going to mention anything.
Mm-hmm.
She'll head off.
And
Back to the fire.
I think Zachariah will take a moment. I think still, amongst everything, even in a situation like this, from a conversation, he's going to still have a bit of paranoia about him, kind of, especially after being attacked from a demon in the town. Keep his eye about, look around, and then head back to the campfire.
Okay, give me a quick perception check.
$21.
Nice. Everything seems clear. There is no sign of animals tracking. There is no sign of footprints beside yours in the area. Thankfully, it doesn't look like anybody's been heading to the actual mountains for a while.
With a sigh of relief, Zachariah kind of just hobbles off.
So you guys are in a cart. So you make it about 35 miles per day. So you are really right there at the edge of those mountains. Let me go ahead and mark that.
Made some good headway.
So this fire crackling, I think Cole will kind of look over to the new gentleman and just kind of look at him for a while. He's like just looking him up and down. So you, first off, you're green.
Yes.
That's not very polite. Zachariah makes it back.
Oh, I didn't mean anything. It's cool. I mean, green's cool. It's better than purple. I mean, I don't think I could live with purple skin. You have a different color?
Still
Purple-
not proper to point out someone's opaque differences like that.
Well, it's not like I think anything less of anybody. It only makes it, I feel, personally, I feel it only makes it pretty mean if I'm trying to be mean about it.
I one time had blue skin for a bit.
See? This one time, me and my friends were dyeing our army military clothes. So in order to do that, we had to get the petals of a blue flower and then stick it into warm water. And we spilled it all over the first infantry. And they were blue for a week.
Oh, mine was because my magic kind of made me blue. I had to go to a cleric to get it fixed.
Oh,
Mm. Yeah,
that sounds
my
like something I'd probably hear Tensel getting. And he kind of chuckles and taps Tensel on the shoulder.
What? What?
Oh, something that you would need cured by a cleric.
What?
I'm saying that you don't often speak, so I figured I'd
Oh,
give you a
yeah.
rough and rowdy background because I don't know much about you.
Yeah. And he'll look out to everyone. There's really not that much to tell. And he'll kind of like clear his throat a little bit and look into the fire before looking back to everyone. A little nervous about revealing who he is and where he's come from because of everyone he's had to deal with from there. See,
Mila, I'm sorry. Yeah, she was just gonna kind of. I was hoping she'd sit next to him, so she just kind of like, just looks at him and gives him like a small smile and kind of like, saying it's okay.
if you guys wouldn't want to hear, I understand. But if you're really curious, I can tell you all. And he'll kind of look out to everyone for like affirmation.
I actually wanted to propose an idea. Not that I want to stop you, Not that I want to stop you, Tensel. I really do want that information. But a stroke of genius just hit me. We only need somebody to keep track of the cart for, a few hours, right? How far do you think we can push these horses? Can we do night rides? Maybe an extra 2-3 hours, push a few miles?
Possible, but at the same time, it's also about making sure we get enough rest as well.
But see,
We
we
don't
only
wanna-
need one person to drive at a time, don't we?
Yeah, but we want everyone to be like, in top shape. When we get to Bravool, depending
It's a
on.
large cart. We could probably find room to sleep in the
I'd
back while someone
rather
drives.
not push the horses that hard. It was really taxing on Jericho doing the same thing.
But
True.
what if? No, I guess that wouldn't work.
No,
There's not
spit
many
out.
wild horses in this area, is there?
I'm curious what you got in mind.
Well, maybe we could keep close to the edge of the mountain until we absolutely have to climb it. Follow it up close to Luxbar, then climb the base of Bravool. Meanwhile, sticking ourselves near the fields and maybe catching horses along the way, releasing the ones that we've used through the day so they can go into the wild, find food, and take care of themselves. Meanwhile, we get others that can help us without tiring horses.
My-
It is a lot of work now that I'm saying it, and I probably should just stop. I'm just trying to help. I'm sorry.
Mila raises her hand.
Go ahead.
Last time we tried to find horses, we found the dragon, and actually, we then rode the dragon to Croca. So,
You got to ride a dragon?
Ugh.
Oh,
Yes.
that was awesome.
And he's gonna look to Flora.
Yeah.
She's just gonna be looking at you like, "Why are you looking at me?" Like,
Racist.
No, different dragon, not.
Okay.
It was an interesting experience.
Khalees will slowly raise a hand as if that's the now the norm. Just like, if I may give my 2 copper for this idea.
The floor is open.
I could just turn into a horse and carry or drag the cart behind me.
How long can you say a horse for?
In a couple hours at least.
but then we get into the same problem of when will we find time to let you rest, or where will the horses rest while everybody else is in the cart? It just creates more questions than answers.
We could always
I
just
think-
make camp outside of the caves where the gems will be. Or at least make camp closer and find somewhere less out in the open.
How far out do you think it would be?
Yeah, Zachariah's pulling out the map at this point. Well, if it is where you marked on here, that's probably like another day and a bit.
Let's see if you make it 35 per day.
Yeah, it would take over
2 days.
Approximately 3.
about two
That
and a
is
half,
it.
maybe.
About 3 if we're going to stick to the edge of the mountains and closer to the fields.
And how long until the, as she's looking at Zachariah, till the main event?
That's probably going to be another 2 to 3 days past that.
I don't know why I didn't think of this.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Tensel just
There
kind of like
is-
cocks his head to the side.
There is a
Get
friend of,
already!
there is a friend of mine I can hope message if we can find a way to get a letter to them quickly. They live near the base of Bravool. They might help us in.
I might actually have an idea for that too.
Well, if anyone has any ideas, now is the time to lay them out.
Well, I have some of my magic can help me convince animals to do favors. I'm not sure if it would help since I don't know the person myself, but it's better than nothing.
Would you be willing to risk it for us?
Well, I'm not worried about risking it. It's more just the chance that it might not work. It's not too much of an expense on me.
Okay, so we have Khalik's idea for his magic stuff. We have Cole's.
It sounds like
Fred-
certain points, Khalees and Cole's intersect as well.
Cole, can I ask a question?
I'm sure.
Your friends at the base of Bravool, they weren't one of the ones that she kind of makes a motion, like her finger across her neck, like in like like killing people, like what Cole used to do.
He'll take a bit of a sigh. It doesn't seem like he kind of had a feeling this might come out as soon as he told everybody that he used to do that.
I mean, Maya's gonna ask. I'm sorry.
Yes, once, but during that mission we didn't kill anyone. In fact, we saved a child.
Okay, that's good.
They weren't. You guys know that they weren't all murders, right? I didn't just go around and it was my duty. I had to.
You can assume why we would assume that. It
I
is
feel
in the
like-
title.
I feel like I'm missing some context here.
It's nothing you need to know, to be honest. It's not
Us-
going to clear anything up, to be honest.
And honestly, Khalees, you'd be safer not knowing.
I don't
Trust
know
me.
whether to believe that or not.
I have a horrible addiction to all types of adult books, and some of my friends really help me.
You know
Mila,
what?
It's horrible. He really does try to just. God damn
My
it.
God, he's Kakashi now.
An assassin with something for adult books.
He's Kakashi. All right, sorry.
Oh, damn.
Oh, ignore that advantage.
Mila, you think something's fishy, but you can't put your like if you didn't know, you'd probably believe the crap out of that.
I mean, she is bright red, so
Yeah. Inside of 17 it's clearly a lie, but it just
It should have been 16. Sorry, I don't know why I didn't take advantage
Still
of
take
that.
the first number.
Yeah, 16.
Still, that's 10 over.
And Lynn was just about ready to just join in just for the fun of it.
If you're willing to claim that as the truth, I'm not going to push much further than that.
It'd be best not to. Well, past that, does anyone else have any other ideas? Anything that might help?
Violet, she's just gonna reach into her bag again, pull out the deed to the place on Bravool, and just like, I still think this is gonna help in some way with that.
I would also be amiss not stating that we could have a Hail Mary. Mila could tap into her ability and see if she could become a god again.
All right, can I get context to that? Because I feel like that's a noteworthy explanation.
Best-
My magic does weird stuff sometimes, and
More than likely, the greatest explanation for it is most likely tapped into the veil of magic, and it poured into her more than any of us could ever hope to achieve. That's about it.
It's just one of those moments in which they should just make a statue for that moment alone.
I really wish they wouldn't.
They really should. That was fucking awesome.
If you hear the word around town, they most likely will.
She just kind of like sinks into herself, like a little embarrassed.
Well, if I may be so bold to claim, I don't know if it would be a good idea to claim a mortal as a god. I don't know how well they would particularly take to that idea of someone else stepping on their grounds.
Any other place, I'd agree. With it being dwarfed, though, more than likely they might not be too amiss.
I wasn't talking about the dwarves. And he will just slightly point upwards.
Fair point.
I don't want to anger the gods.
They're already pissy as it is.
Like the idea, just because it could lead to a lot more disastrous outcomes than we even realize.
True.
Hey, I'll tell you what's freaking disastrous. Me stuck in this freaking chain. And you're going to see the actual chain around.
She just chained him up like a bike with a bike lock.
No, he's a little tiny gem on a necklace again. He's,
Oh.
yeah.
I don't know why I thought went bike lock, my bad.
Just has a padlock on him.
Oh, is that a new master lock? Ignore that was not in character.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Lynn's just gonna like hold up for a second. It's like, relax. We canvass anyone with ulterior motives, gain too much information. We just have to be careful with certain eyes and ears. Speaking of, not sure about how to get us there faster, but for ways in, we don't have people in Bravool itself, but best option I have is in Luxbar, but even then it's kind of iffy right now.
That takes us out of the way.
Exactly.
Who do you know in Luxbar?
Just people. She's just gonna give him a look to, not just raising her eyebrows, and it's like, please don't ask more than you have to.
You get that eerie feeling like ears are definitely listening into that one.
Exactly.
Huh.
Just, they could help, but it'd be a little out of the way, so it's just something on the table.
Well,
Right.
here's the thing. We have a couple days before we get to the first location we must go to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That means even if I stay up and drag the cart, that still leaves at least a day for me to be able to rest. I don't mind having to carry the cart. It's relieving not being stuck, just walking on two legs, after all. It's actually kind of fun. If it means I sleep in a little later, that's not so much of a concern.
The point you missed, though, what do we do after you're not able to pull the cart? When we have no horses?
Then we stop and wait till morning.
Either that, or we start pulling the carts until we find some wild ones.
That would be fun.
No, you won't have to. You kind of have your
Kind
you
of
have
can't.
yeah, you have your own get out of mission free card there.
Mila's gonna raise her hand again. It's like, can I get a out of a mission card as well? I'm not strong. Please.
I think for the most part, I think for until the first location, I don't think we should push our luck. If we decide to do it afterwards, from the first location, we'll at least be closer to Luxbar. And in a desperate situation, we can always go get horses from there if we can't find any. With what success that would bring, but still, that's better odds than being out here in the middle of fields of, Hera by ourselves with practically no chance of getting help.
That's true.
For now, I think we should try to stay cautious and keep everyone, especially the animals, in good condition.
I could always ask the horses if they have any input on this.
Like if they know any friends around here?
I'm pretty sure they're not going to know any friends around here. They aren't from around here, from my gathering. I mean, if they have any desire to keep walking, or if they...
Oh.
Uh-huh. I'll be honest, you're a strange one, but still, I guess that is just... I assume druidic ways, I assume.
Half that and half I'm actually just a strange person, but I get that a lot.
Very well.
True, but the strange ones typically are just the most fun to deal with.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, does anyone else have anything to bring up?
Other than that, if we can't get much else from the horses, hope for another dragon incident.
Just like with the situation with Mila's magic, we can't hope on pure luck like we did.
True, but hope for the best, brace for the worst.
Mm. Well, other than this situation, because I feel, unless anyone has any other ideas, it looks like the best way would be caution, in my opinion. Does anyone else have any issues, things that they need to talk about?
Tensel kind of just shake his head.
I don't think we have enough pillows.
Oh yeah, we don't.
Is anybody going to explain the... Is anybody going to explain the part about some people saying that they rode a dragon? Because I feel like I'm also missing some context there.
It's a ride. It was something this dude put together with wood, and really he just kind of sat in this bucket while this guy was pushed you along, and it was really shit. But for 2 silver, you can't really beat that, I guess.
It was interesting. It was a fun little ride.
I feel like you're messing with me.
4 deception.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like there's another 6, and then you rolled a 4.
I literally can't roll any lower than that. My insight is 6.
Jesus Christ.
I'm willing to roll. No. I'm willing to roll.
Just in case you get a 1. Nope.
She did. I feel like you're just messing with me at this point now. And you know it. And I'm alright with that.
Welcome to Cole.
He'll just smile.
Well,
the reason I'm green is because it's also been dyed. That's a 5. That's a 5 deception.
Yeah, now you're just fucking.
There's a good roll. Now he crits an insight.
Wait a minute, you're lying.
The smile will go away. It'll take him about 3 seconds, though.
It takes a bad liar to catch a bad liar.
Well,
You can't bullshit a bullshitter.
other than that, there is one thing I do need to bring up. With the guild itself, but before we left. While it was a decision I made in haste, I do feel like it is a point that needs to be brought up that I did talk to Scoob. And seemingly, I guess the other group didn't have time as well to deal with the situations with the guild and who was to lead and other aspects like that. So I just wanted to say for now, I signed my name on there to have complete honesty and crystal clear clarity that I put my name there. We can change it at any point. It's not a permanent thing. But for now, I felt someone need to be there just in case to keep the most eyes off of the guild. For now, and then later on when we need eyes on there isn't any controversy of not having a leader.
Lynn is going to stare at him for a moment. It's going to be a bit of a wary stare, and then just a look of acceptance afterwards as she just shrugs her shoulders and go,
For the time being, that kind of works. I mean, Lila's kind of on the run. I can't have my name too far out in the open. And, well, everyone else has their issues right now. Aeson's got his issues to deal with.
I would not be a good leader.
I'm not even part. I'm not even part of the guild, so I'm not even part of this conversation.
Most of us either can't be open or just can't exist, so... And your name is, well, aside from your grandfather's name, not too well known. So you're practically good for it.
Mm-hmm. I guess except for Bravool, but yeah, I guess they don't have the guild system there either, so it doesn't really matter. All right, well, I just wanted to have that out there.
Sad part is they used to have a guild system.
What happened?
There was a bit of a fallout between the human society and the dwarves. Not really a huge fallout. It didn't start a war,
But bad enough they didn't want to be associated.
yeah. Too many dwarves were being lost in the battles, and they were just...
Outside of Bravool and Noveska, they're the only places that don't have the guild system, is that correct?
I believe. I think the only other place that doesn't have one is Wakefield. Well, that's all the way out in the desert.
Strange.
To be fair, it's like they're lucky to get anything out that far. Speaking of, you guys continue on.
as Lynn just ruffles her pack for a bit.
I actually just forgot something. I'll be right back.
Zachariah's gonna glance on at that.
So is Mila.
All right, well, everyone, get the sleep that you need. We'll continue in the morning.
We should probably set up a watch system.
I can take
Maybe?
the first watch if you like.
I'm fine taking a watch with Cole, since I would be able to help out with the idea of sending a message if he's still up for it.
I can stay up. Let's see. Mila, you're an elf, right?
Yes?
So you only need 4 hours. Best to get your 4 hours early.
Okay.
And then you can help the next 2 people at the end of it. Well, I guess I shouldn't be really taking this lead. Zachariah, how do you want to do this?
I think the best way to go about it would be to, at the very least, have 2 people on watch. Tensel and Mila, sadly, not to push this on you because you're elves, but sadly, yeah, you're elves and you have different sleep schedules. Having you up at different times before we get going for watch makes the most sense. So, I think for the most part, Mila, you can take the last 2 watches. Tensel, you can take the first 2 watches. I can take the first watch for the human side. Yeah, I guess it's anything from there we can volunteer. So what is everyone thinking? As I, in real life, pull out paper.
Yeah, I'd say like Mila take the last two. Gonna take Tensel take the first two, and then intersperse in between.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, Lynn's okay with wherever, so decide that while she's doing her thing.
Also, if we collect wheat along the trail, I think I could probably make us some nice food tomorrow.
Mila kind of looks. She kind of bites her lip a bit. She goes like, yeah. I mean, if everyone's okay with that.
So I think the best way to go about it then would be Tensel taking 2 watches, then having his trance. Mila then coming from a trance takes the last 2 watches. For the first watch with Tensel, I'll be there. And then the second one, Lynn can be there. Actually, yeah, Lynn, you're Elvish, but do you because we haven't actually had that situation yet. Do you sleep?
When you speak, she's gonna be distracted long enough to just look out from back.
And you
No.
said what I had to say was racist.
That is kind of racist.
I mean, at least it's like the way it was explained to me. I'm not a full elf.
Like as she's just pulling at her ears, as it's kind of rounded compared to typical elves.
Yeah,
You're a half elf.
yeah. My father was full human, so. But no, I sleep. I have dreams and everything.
All right.
I do too. I hate the ones that make you feel like you're drowning.
Oh, it's the worst.
I hate the ones that make you feel like you're about to fall off a cliff.
You've had those ones in which you just feel naked in front of a crowd.
No.
No.
No, but I want to have that dream with you.
I'm.
Oh.
And back to business. So,
That for another time, big boy.
Please don't take a watch together again.
and that's why we're not putting them into watch together.
I feel like that's
So.
the thing I don't want context for.
You don't.
So, it will go me, Lynn, Flora and Cal. You can have a watch. We can get the message sent out in the morning, more in the lines when people are actually awake. And then Cole can take the last watch with Mila, as he can help prepare for the day.
I just realized, who would you need to get a message out to? Because if anything might be able to buy you whoever it needs to go to, just a little bit of time, if not distraction.
I mean, that was to Cole.
Oh, that's to Cole. Cole set up because he hadn't realized he'd been spoken to. He's probably daydreaming about meals as he's kind of like writing
Over the last subject.
on his page here. And he'll look up and go, oh, yes, no, yeah, right, the letter thing, yes. Friend of mine, his name is Galvlek.
Then, after peeking through her bag a little bit more, is going to pull out one of the magic sheets that was given before.
And this might buy us some time.
Right. Oh, is that the thing that does the thing?
Yep.
Right.
I had to take care of something with that anyway, but do what you gotta first.
And she also hands him a pen at the same time.
He'll take that and he'll scribble down his note. It's you're gonna see like a flash at the beginning. It's not the greatest handwriting.
Oh, he's a doctor. Got it.
Oh God, no, no! I look enough of that shit. I don't need it anymore.
He'll write it, and he'll make an origami swan. He'll toss that. And it'll flutter away.
So I'm used to actual animals carrying messages. What just happened?
Magical item. It's a piece of paper that no matter how you fold it will fly to the person you're thinking of when you write it.
Oh.
No need for feed, no need for cleanup.
Huh. It's definitely a lot easier.
So, I'm going to sleep. And Cole thud onto his bedding.
All right, then. Well, I suggest everyone else does the same. I'm going to go patrol the area.
Lynn, do me a favor. Give me a constitution roll, please.
Wait, what?
Please
Starting
give me a
already, I see.
constitution roll.
Oh, fuck.
No warning this time. He
Just
gone
straight
at it.
con roll?
Just straight con roll.
18.
Wow. You were going to throw up.
Oh no! No! You asshole!
One to the reality of life.
I called it.
I'm not saying it's anything. I'm just saying you're sick to your stomach and you have just thrown up your dinner.
Sick to my motherfucking tummy.
Just gonna feel it gag up a little bit.
You do that, I'll just be right back.
She just runs from the nearest tree.
Are we sure she isn't sick?
I'll keep an eye on her. I'm just glad it's not me throwing up this time.
Oh, the time that you threw up on that dragon.
I'm gonna go to bed before I hear more things that are just gonna make me more confused.
Good night.
We all know that I need as much beauty sleep as I can get, and I don't sleep like elves.
So,
It was a pleasure meeting you. Please, nobody stab me in my sleep. He will quietly just lay back and get as comfortable as he can on the ground.
all right. First watch. Can I get a D100?
Sure, I'll roll it. 19.
19. Good, good. So, one watch we have. Is it Mila first or Tensel first?
Tensel.
Tensel.
I have it written in
Tensel
chat.
and Zachariah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Tensel
All right.
would be like up in a tree, sitting on a lower branch, just hanging out.
All right. Give me a quick athletics. I want to see what it was like for you getting up there. Was it like nimble or did you have to work? Oh, dude, 21. You like masterfully climb trees.
You're like that kid from the first Transformers movie.
I mean,
Such a small role.
I did spend a few years out in the woods.
Yeah, that's true. You probably went on patrol in the Neveska forest, making sure that people stayed away from the main wall.
Quite the opposite.
Question.
Yeah.
Would Lynn have given me the broom?
Yeah, before going to sleep. And if you were doing the first watch, she would have given you it.
Yeah. Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, it's sitting underneath you. This time when it's summoned, it's even got like a little leg rest, so it'll like prop up the leg rest a little bit more on one side for you.
Nice.
At least you've gotten accustomed what your role is. All right.
My roll. Oh, buddy.
All right. Let's try not to go too fast. We're just patrolling around the area. I think Zachariah is just going to be circling around the camp mainly, riding around.
It's gonna fuck with you a little bit. It's gonna give you the da-na-na-na-na creep, da-na-na-na-na creep. You know, like those movies give you like best way to explain it. Krunk from Emperor's New Groove.
I was going to give him his own theme.
All I can imagine is just like Claptrap trying to sneak.
Pretty much. But no, you'll make your way through the camp. He's not making a lot of sound, so even though he's kind of messing with you, it's still not.
Mm-hmm.
It's not affecting your watch. But he'll do things throughout the night, kind of make it uplifting, and he's a jovious kind of thing, is what you're gonna realize. It's mostly for tricks and fun and.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
You guys with a 19, most of your watch will go pretty good. But, Lynn, you needed to walk off. You were trying to go somewhere.
At that point, actually wouldn't have to walk off too far. It's like more just to try and look for this piece of paper while everyone was having the discussion. But she was actually going to pull out a second sheet because in their rush to start hanging out to Bravool, she almost forgot to send a message back to what's his name? The new head of Croca. Fuck.
Dan?
Yeah,
Brinsworth?
Brinsworth.
Okay.
To Dan Brinsworth, since he's now the head, to let him know the current situation there with the demons popping up. So she was going to send a message for him. Basic gist the basic gist of it is sending word to what's the official title now for him for Brinsworth?
It would be King.
Oh, sure. For King Brinsworth, informing him that sorry, we had to leave without notice. However, you must be informed that, unfortunately, demons are in the city, so be wary of that.
Great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll send you a message later with it and tag it when I can.
Okay.
And after that, just fold into a little paper raven and send it on for its way.
All right. So you're gonna lay back down real quick. Give me one more Constitution roll before you go to sleep.
Oh, god damn it. 15.
You're good. Sometimes they're bad, sometimes they're good. This time you can kind of like hold it back. You know what you're dealing with.
She's still gonna feel a little that little sensation, but hold it back to sounds like okay, what the hell was that? I'm good. Oh. Tensel, you good? Tensel?
Gunny, you doing all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just looks up at him in the tree. Probably still awake. Yeah, he's good. Oh, fuck.
You okay down there?
Yeah, I'll be alright, just probably something bad.
I hope I don't get sick like you. It'd be bad if we're all ended up gonna get sick.
Nah, probably something from the other day, just catching up. Don't have the best diet. Speaking of, we never got to talk much about where I actually came from and all.
Yeah, but it looks like you need rest. Maybe tomorrow, okay?
She's just gonna hold her head back, probably laying against the cart for a second.
I'm holding you to that, alright?
Alright.
So the first watch will eventually end. You guys will head down to sleep, eventually waking up everybody else who will do the next watch. I believe Tensel, you're going to continue to stay up. Are you continuing in the tree?
Yep, he's happy with his perch. Kind of a little jealous that Zachariah had the broom because he liked that broom.
I needed it.
So alongside Tensel, who's the second watch there, Blue?
That was Lynn who sent out her letter, then held back her vomit.
Okay, so that occurred during the second watch.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I think I got confused. I thought you were staying up with them for a little bit because you were taking a watch, or
No, she's staying up for the watch as long as she can, but it's like...
Okay. So first two watches will end then. Mila, you'll be woken up and you will be paired with, I believe, Cole.
Khalith and Flora first.
Ah, that's right.
mean, if Flora is able to do watch.
Yeah,
Sure,
Flora
but
will
still.
stay up. She'll.
Okay.
I mean, she'll kind of be like pretty much useless, or at least she'll look like she feels useless. Kind of just not knowing what to do with her hands, not having a weapon, just kind of staring out into the darkness of the forest as the the light crackles in the fire and the mountain at your guys' back.
Seeing as he's part of this watch, he'll he'll just take a seat beside Flora quietly, probably just taking a breath and just watching out for the night sky as well.
Oh no, Mila's just kind of standing her back to the fire, just kind of looking out into the woods, the forest and everything, just trying to keep a sharp eye open as much as possible.
Flora might kind of just speak up and go, wolves are delectable in the late night.
Do you say delectable or delightful?
Delectable.
I mean, to each their own, I suppose.
Oh, you don't eat wolves?
No, I can turn into one, but now I'm worried if I do, you're going to eat me.
No, I just meant like normal wolves. The mean ones.
This is awkward.
Yes, very. How about we change subject? So, anyone see any good plays recently?
No, well, I really haven't seen many plays in first place.
What's a play?
Wow, this has changed nothing. Absolutely nothing. Mila, please, can you change the subject? Because I feel like I'm only going to make this worse.
Me,
I mean, I'm still interested in what a play is.
It's kind of like a story acted out on stage with people, I guess you can say.
Oh. Like a real life book.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess you could say it like that, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Some are rather nice, yeah. Like I said, I really never saw many. My parents my family really never took me to see many plays, in the first place.
I was mostly focused on actually learning. I didn't really go out all that often. My ailments didn't allow me to go out and enjoy too many things.
What do you mean ailments?
Well, similar to how your friend over there is missing a foot, I'm also lacking in health, but mine is a bit more stemmed from birth. When I was born, I was sick, and because of that, my body didn't develop all that well because of it, and it hasn't healed because of it. That's why I'm looking for one of those Celeste gems.
I'm sorry.
It's something I've learned to just become accustomed to. It's nothing I'm worried about. I've accepted it as what it is. But I just don't want to deal with the repercussions of something that was out of my control without at least trying to resolve it.
She kind of nods for a brief moment, just like, I mean, I wasn't really sick as a child, but I didn't really get out much, you can say. My parents, they were very overprotective, I guess maybe you can call it, of me. Or just very strict. I'm not quite sure.
Protective sounds nicer.
No, it wasn't.
I just meant as a general term.
Then it will be the opposite of protective.
Well, did they care for you?
I don't think so.
Well, then why are you out here? I
ran away from them.
Right. I feel like I've brought it back to awkward then.
Yeah. And she's just gonna continue looking out into the distance.
I'm gonna go find an animal. Possibly someone else to... just another animal to see if we can keep another set of eyes in the sky. He's gonna slowly stand up and just kind of like awkwardly dust off the sides of his clothing, just like...
Just kind of like Homer Simpson outs.
Yep, just like starts to walk away, just like, okay, just keep walking, don't say anything.
Go ahead and give me a nature check or survival.
Let's see which one of those I'm actually better at. Nature? Alright, let's go nature. That's a 15.
Okay. You might find a small family of rabbits.
Alright. Seeing the rabbits, Khalees will slowly take a knee and extend a hand out, and it's like, hey, come here. And he will start to cast animal friendship on one. Probably just one of them. Just any one of them, I guess.
Okay. What exactly? Let's take a look real quick. Animal friendship does what?
I will throw it up right now.
Are they just friendly, or can you speak to them too?
It will make it to where they basically just don't decide to bolt away as soon as I like get close.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, it'll hop over.
And then I will cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
You'll
What would you like to do after you, or what would you like to say after speak with animal?
all right. As soon as he's finished casting it, he'll extend the hand out and like, he'll probably pull like a little bit of food from his pouch, probably like some dried trail mix, like a little peanut or something, and hold it out. Just like, hello there, Mr. Little Rabbit. Would you happen to be able to know if there's any pathways into the mountains nearby or any dangers?
No. I live out here. In the woods. In the woods is.
No. Well.
But, your food. I've got info. Do you have food?
I do have food. Yes, I do in fact have food.
What kind of food? What kind of food do you have?
Well, I can make you some very delicious berries that will probably feed you and your family.
Oh. Okay. There's a guy watching your camp.
A guy watching our camp.
Yeah, he's out there. Dark clothes.
Did you happen to catch his scent or anything? Does he seem scary, carrying weapons?
I mean, he's pretty scary. He tried to kill one of us.
Oh, that doesn't sound nice.
No, hunters suck.
Did he seem like he was trying to kill you, or is he just following us?
He looked hungry. He looked like he wanted food. He got a deer, though, so that's good.
Is he still nearby?
I don't know. Not going back. He'll kill me.
You wouldn't happen to know the direction of where he was, would you? Where did you run away from?
Oh, and he'll kind of point towards that general area with his nose and just kind of sniff.
All right. Would you like to come over to where my friends and I are to stay safe?
No. I don't. We don't know them. We don't know you, really.
No, but you seem to trust me at least a little bit, right? I haven't tried attacking you, and I fed you.
You can roll a persuasion if you like.
All right, let's see. Okay, let's see how this goes. That's a nat 1.
That's
Wow,
sick.
it was worse than I predicted.
Nah, they look a little skittish. It's within their nature not to want to be. They feel like maybe they can be safest on their own.
All right, that's fair. It's safety in numbers and all. Well, can you do me a favor then?
What?
If you happen to see them again, would you be able to maybe leave a sign or something? Like, leave some branches just on the ground where you were.
Huh? For what?
Well, if he's still here, then he's clearly not here for you. And if he's still here, then he's here for somebody else.
Okay. Can I get the food then?
Yes, you can get the food, and I will make some good berries, and we'll set them on the ground and give it to the bunny family.
Yeah, the three of them will kind of huddle around the little pile.
All right. I'll give the one I was talking to a slight pat on the head before heading back.
All right.
I will continue watch with the Mila and Flora.
So I will say this. Unless anybody else has anything else they want to do, that will also go pretty well. You guys will be able to get through the rest of your watch. Nothing seems to be amidst or wrong or seem to be anything going on. The last watch, of course, is Mila. And then you have Cole. Was there a third person on that one, or just Mila and Cole?
Just Mila and Cole.
Okay. So Cole will wake up and just kind of start sharpening his blade a little bit. Quietly, of course. I mean, he's a few steps away from the camp.
I think Mila's kind of in the same spot as she was, just again, kind of still looking out into the woods.
All right. I think Cole will kind of be a little bit quiet. A little bit different than usual. But he'll finish his blade and he'll put it in his sheath. Oh, 18. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think Mila kind of like looks over to Cole and just he gives him like an awkward smile.
I mean, he'll give a smile back. Something just like it's kind of like that. Oh yeah, kind of smile.
So you are you doing okay?
I'm doing fine. You can ask me the questions that you seem to sprinkle in if you have any more. About,
So you really killed people?
I didn't want to. But yes.
I mean, who wants to kill people? I'm sorry. I
At the time, it was the custom to be young and join the military. My father used to be noble knight to the king, and I fell in line, I guess. Became who I was supposed to be. And then I became too good at it. And then things got bad. Eventually, they didn't need me anymore after the war, or our infantry, and decided that the whole branch needed to be released. Every one of us was gone. None of us were ever acknowledged to be part of Graydon, and though they paid us a hefty sum, we weren't allowed to really show our face there again. So I had found my wife and lived in Bulba Forest after that, but
I'm sorry. I'm focused on it. No, focus is not a good word to use.
we have questions. And that's fine. I just want you to know that I don't get my jollies off by hurting people.
I hope you wouldn't. I mean, I would say I never met anyone who was like a mercenary, but how many people actually meet people like that in their lifetimes? And again, she is gonna stop herself from saying I'm sorry. Kind of bites her lip a bit. And just kind of like taps on the on her staff.
So, what's the reason you're out here for?
Well,
I mean, not the history, but once all this is done, Zachariah's friend is saved. He gets his foot back. Mila's mother is okay.
Maggie?
Maggie, sorry. I mean, what's next?
I want to find Tensel's father. Honestly, I know he wants to find him, and she kind of just shrugs and just like, I wouldn't mind seeing him too. And, thank him for helping me out. I just hope that everyone is okay with doing that. And of course, helping out the High King find these artifacts. I mean,
I didn't really get to meet the guy. What was he like?
He was very how do I put trying to remember back to this era. Sorry. He was very nice and honestly cared about Talalia. Wanted to do his best to help save it. He risked his life jumping into a giant hole to stop the creature.
Yeah, but he's been gone for so long. Are you even sure he's doing it for himself?
Well, he's the High King. I hope he would be doing it for the country.
Maybe. I don't know.
Are you gonna stay with us until I'm asking, as a retort, I guess you can say. You asked me what I'm doing after this, and so I'm asking you the same question too. And
I don't know. We joke. Lynn and me did the.
yes,
But I don't think that really changes anything for her or me. Maybe flirt, but I don't think she thinks it's serious. I think she's still bit with the adventure bug, and she's got plenty of things to do rather than just settle down. So I don't know. Maybe I enjoy the adventuring life for a little while longer. I can't force her to settle down with me or anything, so maybe I'll leave someday and eventually settle down. I've done my fair share of fighting, I think.
I think she does like you, though.
Well, I know that. I know the feelings are there. I just don't think they're very strong. It's still getting to the point where we've just known each other, So anything.
Yeah, we really haven't known each other for that long.
Yeah.
All of us, I mean.
Yeah. So, yeah. Right. I think that's pretty much going to be
Yeah. Awkward silence for the rest of the 2 hours.
And then the next morning, you guys will wake up. You'll have plenty of rest. Lynn, can you give me another Constitution check?
5!
That's a 5. The smell of food is going to just turn your stomach. You're also going to have a splitting headache.
Do you have like a Wikipedia article open or something?
No.
Oh my god! She's just gonna wake up a bit, smell it. It's like, and then just immediately just went off for the same treat.
That's not the greatest thing to listen to as I'm waking up.
You know what does honestly, oddly sound good to you? Once all that's done and you're kind of walking back and you kind of feel that hunger in your stomach because you haven't really eaten. There wasn't really anything to bring up. The taste of like bottled vinegar on bread.
That sounds disgusting.
It's just tart. There's that kind of cushioniness that you need. That texture is going to be. It's going to feel good for you, and the vinegar is actually kind of cut if you do try it. It's
like
just,
if it's there, she'd probably take it. As like right now, she doesn't give a damn.
Well, you've got it on your person. I'm sure you have like a little vial of like vinegar, something for cooking.
Yeah, probably. So it's like I can imagine the people's faces as she just, after all of that, waking up, just and coming back and just taking a piece of bread and some vinegar from her pack and just eating it.
Question.
Yes.
For you, Corey.
Yes.
I'd pretty much say that in character, these signs have been kind of blatant a little bit. All at once, so it might not be
her mind. So I'm not sure if you would let me roll to see.
Well, I was talking about for other people, for specifically Zachariah. Is this something that Zachariah would be able to notice, especially being from a farm town? This is probably something you. I don't know. I
medicine check.
All right, medicine.
Would I also be able to make a medicine check since I have a decent modifier in there?
Medicine with 13 flu. Sometimes your body craves strange things it needs for like antibiotics and stuff like that. And your body will typically crave what it needs.
Okay.
If you need water, you'll crave water. If you're hungry, you'll crave food. Medicine with a 23. It aligns with a few sicknesses. One you might know of. It's relatively simple. It could be magic poisoning in a way causes these symptoms. It could be pregnancy. It could be. I heard the gulp when I said pregnancy. And it broke me for like 3 seconds.
Trust me, you're not the first person to hear something they didn't want to. While someone else.
It could also be the flu. It could be as simple as that. Maybe she also ate something bad, and it's just not going well for her. The base in what she's craving could potentially help her stomach. Vinegar is also good for heartburn.
Okay. Okay. Cullies will just kind of be quietly surveying this situation at hand, and we'll just go back to probably mingling around, minding his business.
So eventually, you guys will pack up the cart, so get ready to kind of head out. And what was their idea here? Were we going to head up into the mountain pass like we had planned and do the roughly 3-day travel? Did we want to head around the mountain, try to find horses, and continue on? Did we want to do something else completely different?
Maybe try to find horses. I like that idea.
Because we do have to try to find the these ley lines.
I do want to do one thing before we do head out, just to make sure I don't forget to mention it. I just wanted to test to see if the rabbit actually listened and potentially left behind some branches whenever we get around to that.
Sure. So while they're basically figuring out the plan, you can kind of slip away for a little bit.
Okay.
You're going to find that there aren't any branches laid out. There will be a patch of what looks to be a bird's nest that's been overturned and broken.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Would I be able to pick up the bird's nest?
Sure. You kind of pick it up. It looks like it's got like bits of fur. It's got bits of grass and dirt, and of course, bird poopy.
Of course.
Duty.
But there are no eggs.
Okay. Is there any sign of anything nearby? Like blood or...
Give me a quick nature check.
17.
There is a patch with a little bit of blood. The indent in the grass tends to lead you to be maybe somebody was hunting in the area and caught a deer.
Okay.
It was dragged off a little far ways away, more towards like Hazel area.
Okay. All right. I guess before heading back to the group, I'll just kind of like try to quietly call out for the rabbit.
Okay. Yeah, there won't be any answer.
Okay. He'll head back to the group then.
Okay. So, what was our group decision here?
I said mine. Go on.
Well, I'm just thinking if we're still looking for the ley lines themselves, Mountain Pass might be the best because we're still looking for it itself. Though that means that we wouldn't be able to do the horse thing at all.
Yeah, true.
That if we still also want to make it in time to matter, that would also mean potentially taking Cully's offer to push himself then.
True.
And in the very least, also Cole was able to send a message out to his guy.
All right. Well, what does everyone else think? We can go through the mountain pass, probably have a better chance of finding the cave itself with these ley lines. Or we can improve our odds with Bravool and go around with the fields, change horses. Cole's idea.
You're right about the ley lines. If we can get your foot operational, that's probably the best for us altogether. Then we can scale probably back down the mountain and follow and try to find horses to make up the time.
I agree with Cole. Trying to take care of
Yeah.
our people comes first.
Yeah, Mila kind of just nods as well.
I also side with that idea. Your foot won't exactly help you much if it's still messed up whenever you get to the Bravool, as you guys keep mentioning going there.
All right, then I guess it's the mountain pass then.
All right. I think this is a good place to end it for the night as you guys travel on for your second day into the mountains. Finally getting into the rocky roads as you can hear the pattering of the cart kind of off in the distance, stones kind of flicking off, so you hear them kind of lightly ticking down the cliff as the mountain pass gets a little bit more narrow in some sections. And we'll pick up there next episode.
Yay!
Thank you, guys.
Wow. You sound so enthusiastic, Sam.
I am, but at the same time, it's like,
Oh, Lynn, you better not be pregnant.
And just remember, everybody, always wear protection.
Hello, my lovely opportunists. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to follow our podcast so you don't miss an episode. And leave a comment. Let us know how we're doing. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at opportunityroll.podcast@gmail.com. We want to give special thanks to Purple Planet Music as we use their music for all of our episodes. And also a big thank you to Kobold Press as we use their Tome of Beasts and Creature Codex to keep our players on their toes. And again, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you next time. Keep your opportunities open.